Hello and welcome to another lightsaber review. This time I'm going to review the Electrum Saber, the one manufactured in Canada. I'm Bartek, I'm the chief instructor at SaberArts Academy. I use those sabers quite often at our practices. This is the saber that I used for a while for two practices. There's a number of things that I like and a number of things that I don't like especially, and so stay tuned. So first thing, the standard things like the grip. Again, this deep carving is sufficient for holding a steady grip. The length is a bit longer than typical, but again, that's completely fine. No issues about that. Some people prefer it. The style is well, maybe the best part of this saber, like the details, the curvature is really nice. So the details are really nice, but this is not usually something that is very important for us, as long as it looks like a lightsaber. What the material looks like after a while, not sure if you can spot this at this camera, but it doesn't really like getting being together with other sabers, because you can already see some deep scratches from other sabers, so this is vulnerable. The balance, that's pretty decent, maybe even better than a saber of this model. So this is a bit closer to the grip than a typical blade. However, if you count this off, then it's the typical distance. The tip is round and nice, so that's solid. The deepness of the blade is fine as well, so that's completely fine. The brightness, completely fine, no issues about this. Again, just to compare typical brightness of the Ultra Saber, so nothing like super bright, but nothing too dim as well. Then concerning the configuration, so this saber is supposed to have a lovely feature of being able to be configured using those three buttons. So usually you turn on this saber by the configuration that I use, holding your finger over here, turn off holding your sabers around here. Then there is the middle button, and that's first of all is used to turn on the saber from the sleep mode, and as well when it's turned on to go into the configuration mode. So if you hold this for longer, then it says volume, and I can turn the volume up or turn the volume down with this way. Then if I hold it, and it's saved. So I can change the volume of this saber without any external application, mobile app or computer app. Together with this, I can go with I can change the sound font. I can go to colors and change the color to one of the predefined ways, like I believe I can save like 7 of them, and just pressing this button I can change to the number of colors and predefined settings. Then I can change to blade, and this is the whole set of configurations together with sound. And then I can circle around those settings and save it again with this button. Apart from that, there is a mobile app that I really respect and like. That there is a mobile app, so you don't have to bring your PC everywhere you want to use the saber and reconfigure it. There are so many configurations saved in the saber itself that that you can easily say that you don't need any additional PC connection to the blade. Then the electronics. So again, this could be a bit nicer, especially that there are a number of holes that you could put a charger in, but instead you have to use this little screw over here, and as typical, you never know when you have your key, when you lose it, where was it when you need it. That's typical. So actually I loosened this a bit. So you can turn it, take this off, and then there is a a mini USB, micro USB connector here that you can use to charge the battery. There is also this switch, little switch that you're supposed to use whenever you want to use your saber and leave your saber for longer. This is how it is delivered, and you're supposed to take it off and turn the saber on, because usually some sabers tend to discharge even while you not use them. This is a terrible problem with ultra sabers, even if they actually have almost no electronics. This is an issue with a number of other sabers as well. Well, I guess why is it I don't even use it, and still the discharging is really small while you not use this. So there is no reason for me to take this off and exchange the battery. Again, this is so deep that you not really want to go into it. There is also a memory card. I'm not really sure why you're gonna need it. I guess it's just the memory for all the configurations, but usually you don't have to use it because the app is so sufficient that there is no real reason to change it. Maybe if you want to upload some additional sound fonts, because actually you have to buy this saber with a specific sound font, and you're not really able to change the sound font. Well, the way the blade sounds on the go, you have to buy them, especially from the manufacturer. So what I really don't like about the saber is that this is like completely unintuitive. Like without a manual or a guide, people that take this saber because they didn't brought their own, as we usually have some beginners at our practices, this is just completely useless. Giving the saber to anyone and say, here you go, and use it. Like, okay, some people figure out like they have to touch around here, but then they turn it on by accident, turn it off by accident, go into configuration mode whenever they don't like. Guys, please, this is just useless setting, and if you want to use this for heavy practice, this is not the saber for you. This is nice for display, nice for touching, nice for playing with, but I would not recommend this saber to anyone that wants to use it at the practice, at the heavy duty fighting together with some choreographies that you never want to have anything accidental happen to your blade, just because you can just break a shot that was perfect, just apart from the thing that your saber accidentally turned off. So this is a thing that I usually cover in my reviews. What about the buttons? And in this case, this is completely useless again, because there is no button protection. There is no way you can hold the saber as long as you don't hold it like this. That is terrible, because you will always accidentally touch this whenever you rotate it, and whatever the setting you say. This is so sensitive that something would happen. What I might do, I would cover this with a piece of tape, and maybe then it would be, I wouldn't have any accidental turn-ons and offs, but this is not the thing that I would like to do. Okay, apart from that, there are no hidden surprises with this saber. There are nothing that can surprise you in the wrong way or a good way. Everything apart from that, like the blade length, that is pretty standard. Everything like the solid construction, well, nothing shakes inside. That's completely fine. So this would be all for today's reviews. Let me know what you think about this particular saber. What else would you like us to tell about it? Any other sabers that you would like us to review or tell you about? So stay tuned for more reviews, for more practices and techniques videos, and may the force be with you. Cheers!